position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will get first crack at it today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a...
There he goes! He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Cowboys want to crank the tempo. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man. It's Williams. Off 8 on that play, it's 2nd and 2. The Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
And the Cowboys are flying down the field.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. Finds a man on the right. What a play there. He rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Trying to run, it's Williams. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Dead center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
He'll bring it out. It's Newton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Texas A&M's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Swings it out to his running back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
When they try to spin it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Looking for room at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Pulls it in. It's Williams.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The play-action fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw it. Gets it out fast. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
He wants to change this route. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go to the ground. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Handoff to the single back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Cowboys headed quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
With the catch, it's Tease. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run this play from the pistol. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. It is deafening in here. The panel people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Here's the handoff. At the 35, he's open. Lots of room to run. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Fights off the defender.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Everybody and their brother showing blitz. They'll go up top on second and short. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got him downfield. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Arkansas is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better. If it gets better. What a shocker today in Fayetteville. They're trailing by 14 to UCF. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got his man. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I think quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Quarterback may change this route. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, bringing all these tight ends in the game, you like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done out front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. It's complete. Touchdown, Aggies! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So So an 82-yard drive there. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggie. Effective offenses led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt. Putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continuing to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They boot it away on 4th down. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create, sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum.
Time to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Parker. They'll immediately call timeout. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to take a shot. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Stands in and takes the hit. Makes the grab at the 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Stillwater. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive in the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows they gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
Going to swing it on second down. Finds his tight end. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. That's what tight ends are supposed to do. Just have people bouncing off them like spitballs off a battleship.
And when you're a defense, you got to understand we got to swarm to the football because these big dudes, they break tackles and they can get loose if we're not tackling with multiple guys. Nice effort by the big fella.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Going for 6. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Ball down at the 7-yard line. A nice return after the pick has him in business. And And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes, and they've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
And the Cowboys moving quickly to the line.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Third down play from the gun. Catch in the middle, it's Tease. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Arkansas is getting its clock cleaned today. That crowd was calling the Hogs in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 25 to UCF. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
It's complete to the right. Breaks into the open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
The Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Now with a red zone opportunity.
Caught in the backfield, it's Keys. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Right down the boulevard. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Newton. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Looking for room. It's Newton. Got the first down and more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down here for the offense.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. The running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late running the ball on 3rd.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right on the money. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few first downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the first down.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They believe in their running game on third and goal here. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
As That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.